One of my last questions that I have for you right now is we talked about, going to a show, but you're an artist, right? So, what's your favorite Turning Virtue show you have ever played? And we're talking from now until your first inception of the band. So you got a little bit of a chunk of shows to go for us, especially if we're talking about Turning Virtue. So enlighten us on your favorite show you've played, whether it was recently or even the mid-90s. Go ahead.
You know what I really liked? I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna say in the '90s, just because we did a show at the Tralf in Buffalo.
Cool.
It was our Anomaly Room album release, and we were trying to do a lot of the same kinds of ideas now with screens and theatrics, and we pulled it off, man. And it was so hard to pull it off back then because technology wasn't what it is today.
True.
And I thought, wow, how the hell did we do that, man? I mean, we had different theatrical things happening on stage while we were playing. We had the screens synced as well as we could. We had cameras on the guitars, on the neck of the guitars before it was even really cool to do that, where you're watching the solo happening from right here, you know what I mean? And it was really great because Kevin, our guitar player, man, I always convinced him to use all this stuff, and he was a player's player, man, you know what I mean? And he got pissed about halfway through that night with having that camera on his guitar, and he just fucking whacked it off, man, you know what I mean?
That's great.
Whacked it off. Bam! Oh, it's gone, you know? So, but it was a fantastic show. It was close to a sold-out show that night, which was probably about 450 people, I think, were there. And
That's awesome.
And then to cap it all off, we got a fantastic, amazing review in the Buffalo News.
That's great.
On that, I think it was that Saturday. So
Wow.
it made us feel good. And it goes to show again, you think you're on your way when you do that, and it's just the first step, right? And what happens is so easily bands break up, and you know what? Our band did. Again, we lost members at that point, and now, as I've gotten older, I try at all costs to keep the band members that you love so much. You don't want to let them go for anything. You want them to be part of something bigger than themselves. The way I look at this, I might start the songs and write a lot of the stuff, but it's bigger than just ABK. It's a band, and it's important music. It's important because if it touches someone, it's important, man. If it touches one person and one person comes up to you and says, man, that song, these things, it really makes me feel like this because of what I've been going through, and that's important shit, man.